I remember Ward Schrack. You remember Ward Schrack?
Yes.
He would always say, you may be wondering why we call this meeting. And the meeting is because we are very excited to let you know that you are our next Friend of Kearney.
Well, very well.
He is a kind and generous man, a family man. He and his wife Jill are married some 62 years. He always treats people with respect, and that's something I've admired about him. He always has kind of a smile and a joke to go with it, so you feel very comfortable.
And I couldn't think of a better person who would deserve this award. He's such a servant leader. He's always thinking about other people and his family before himself. And he just has a legacy of service to Kearney and even the state of Nebraska with his time in the legislature.
I think Joel Johnson is the perfect friend of Kearney. You look at his entire career. Some people know him as a skilled surgeon. Others know him as a community, very involved in the community, active in all of those things. We know him as a state senator. But we also know him as a friend individually who's helped a number of people. His enthusiasm for Nebraska as a whole, but in particular for this community, is unparalleled. And I'm thrilled to death that Joel Johnson can be recognized as an official Friend of Kearney.
You know, thinking about Joel Johnson really makes a person think about your community history. Joel is a history buff. If you want to know anything about what's happened in our community, he has a great wealth of knowledge in that area, especially around business and industry for the community as well as healthcare.
One thing that I respect him the most for is the Clean Air Act, the Nebraska Clean Air Act, where smoking has been prohibited in indoor facilities. And I think that is meritorious to his career.
The thing that's impressed me most with what he's done in his life is just that some of the hardest things that he's ever done have probably taken a toll on him, but he doesn't talk about that. He is more concerned with how it's going to affect others and if others are being lifted up or being cared for. And I think that's such a great thing to model for other people.
I think the number one characteristic I see in Dr. Joel Johnson is his passion. He has a passion for the community, he has a passion for the people who are here, and just an undeniable belief that we can do the things we want to do and we don't have to live in a larger community to be successful. He's seen the world through military service, through his medical career, but he knows deep down the best place to be is Kearney, Nebraska.
We would take a busload of 50-some, almost 60 high school youth from Buffalo County, and we would go down and advocate for a smoke-free environment back when you could smoke in bars and restaurants. And that was Joel's priority bill, was to ensure that we had a smoke-free environment. And so he welcomed those kids. He helped us train them to be advocates, and we sent them out to visit with all of the state senators.
From his granddaughter, Sarah Hack. And she impressed me with how she ended her letter. His life legacy is working hard to build a better future for all those around him.
Just to see the way he treats other people. He'll talk to anybody. He doesn't care what job you have or what your status is. He's just happy to chat.
And on a personal note, Joel, I'm so thrilled for you. I can't think of a better person to have won this award. And thank you for everything you've done for UNK, but thank you for everything you've done for the city of Kearney and the state of Nebraska.
Well, I'm deeply honored because this is a great community here that we all get to share. And it's so good in so many ways. Everybody around here works to make this a better place to live. And first thought was, yeah, the people that came in to eat, fine, we should make it nicer for them. But how about the people that work in these places that basically we're putting them in a situation where in not too long of a time, they are going to have real problems with their lungs. think without question that's what made me feel the best about being down in Lincoln. I was a surgeon in Vietnam and so on. You know, I think one of the best things that happened in my life is coming to this community because it has been so good to me. But I'm not the only one that this community is good to. They're good to just about everybody who will roll up their sleeves and do their part.